before the story begins. There was a letter hidden between flour-stained pages, waiting to be found October 14, 1968. If you are reading this, then either this old book has finally fallen apart, or you are as tired as I am tonight. I have tucked this letter between the apple cake recipe and the ginger biscuits because those are the pages I reach for when the world feels uncertain, and because flour and sugar have a way of keeping things better than most places do tonight. I nearly sold this in. I had the papers laid out, right here on this kitchen table, right where your elbows may be resting now. The ink was dry. The numbers were fair enough anyway, enough to leave, enough to stop patching roof leaks in the rain, enough to stop pretending the orchard would come back after the blight, enough to stop setting tables for guests who never arrived. Lantern Hollow has felt quieter these last few years, quieter in the wrong ways. The kind of quiet that settles into walls and makes a person wonder if the whole world has gone somewhere else. I told myself I was being sensible. A woman cannot keep a place alive on memory and candlelight. A woman cannot feed herself on hope, so I sharpened a pencil. I signed my name once and stopped before I signed it again, because just as I reached for the papers, someone knocked. 3 soft knocks, not the kind made by salesmen or drunks or boys with pranks in their pockets, just tired knocks, polite ones. I nearly ignored it. Lord, forgive me. I nearly did. The fire was low, my bones ached, the rain had started, and I was so tired of being needed. But I opened the door, and there he was, young, half soaked through, hat in his hands, shivering hard enough I could hear his teeth strike together. He asked if I had a room. I told him I did, though I almost told him no. I gave him the room at the end of the hall because it kept the most heat. I brought him soup because he looked too thin. I left extra blankets because winter had found his bones before it found the calendar. And before I went upstairs, I stood in the hall and listened. He was crying, quietly, trying not to. I do not know what grief he carried into this house. I do not know what road he had been running from. I only know he stayed 3 nights. By the second morning, he had color in his face. By the third, he smiled. By the fourth, he was in the orchard, with his sleeves rolled up, asking questions no one had asked in years, about the roots, about the trees, about the old irrigation lines. He stayed through winter, then spring, then harvest. He brought workers' ideas, laughter. He brought ladders and wagons and music and plans scribbled on napkins. He said the orchard was not dead, only tired, and perhaps he was right about me too. By the next autumn, the lanterns were lit again in the trees. The festival came back. The infilled people laughed on the porch. Children ran through leaves, and Lantern Hollow remembered itself, all because I opened the door. So if you are reading this and you are tired, and the roof leaks, and the books do not balance, and you are wondering if it is time to leave, I will not tell you to stay. I know too well what staying costs. But before you decide, open the door one more time. Bake the cake, light the lamps, set the table, make room. You do not know what may arrive in the rain, with flour on my hands and hope. I nearly misplaced Evelyn Harper, innkeeper, Lantern Hollow. In 60 years later, in the same kitchen, someone else reached for the same recipe.